Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakakwadash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwathium that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Bayer coming at you with more precepts, man. These times that we in, man, there's some exciting times, and even though we in the end, right? You still got so-called life going on as regular. You know what I mean? Like ain't nothing changed for real, as far as oppression goes, as far as the witchcraft goes, as far as the everyday 2/3-ish ass niggas that you got to deal with every day. Nothing changed. Right? You still got your day-to-day hell that you got to go through, right? But we coming to the time of this hell coming to an end, right? So it's exciting times, man, right? But even though we dealing with the regular, it's about to get amped up, right? So it's the book of Psalms, chapter 70 and verse 1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David to bring to remembrance. Make haste, O power, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Yahweh. Right? We hastening the day of our salvation, because if we in this truth and we waking up every day in this hell, man, that average everyday hell that I just spoke of, that's real deal, right? Some of us have different levels of this hell that we dealing with, but at the end of the day, it's all hell, right? So this is not gonna be a quick video, man. Just a quick exhortation, right? To understand that it's almost over with, man. It's almost over with, right? So whatever you dealing with, it's not worth giving up the faith. Whatever you dealing with is not worth stopping running this race, right? Because we almost at the end. We almost done, right? I believe it's 1 Corinthians 10:13 that says, Yahweh won't put more on us than we can bear. And I'm paraphrasing that whole verse, but ultimately that's what it means. Right? He won't put more on you than you can bear. And He'll make a way of escape for you so that you can bear whatever tribulation that you're going through and whatever trials and tribulation that you will go through. Like I know me personally, speaking for myself, man, hey, yeah. When I tell you that damn devil busy, that damn devil is busy, man. I mean, that man doing the Watusi, right? But my stronghold is Yahweh. Right, I rest in that name because I have hope in that name. I have hope that the Father brought me in this and He gonna bring me out of this. I have to get whatever lesson it is I have to get out of this, right? Receive whatever blessing it is I have to receive out of this, and we move on to the next, right? Because you know we already understand true blessings do not pertain to this world. True blessings have nothing to do with cars or money. Right, true blessings have to do with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, love. Right, things that are for the kingdom. Right, so this is the book of Psalm chapter 7 and verse 2. It says, "Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt." Right, them same individuals today that's doing the Most High's people dirty. Right. Script says, I believe it says, it'd be best for a person to put a stone around his neck and be thrown in a river. I believe it says something to that effect, right? Then to hurt one of His little ones, right? And we are His little ones. We are His precious things, right? His precious jewels, right? We are the apple of the Most High's eye. So the individuals that are planning to hurt us and that are hurting us to this day, the 2/3 alike, 2/3, and Esau, and I mean all his cohorts, man. right? The Most High said they will be confounded and ashamed because of what they've been doing to the Most High's people who've only been trying to do what's right, man. Haven't been getting over on nobody, haven't been stealing from nobody, haven't been killing anybody, haven't murdered anybody. You know what I'm saying? We just out here trying to do what's right, and we getting persecuted for it. And the Father gonna have the individuals that's persecuting the righteous confounded and ashamed. Right? It says in verse 3, let them be turned back for a reward of their shame that say, aha. Right? Scripture says, fools take sport, right, in mockery. I'm paraphrasing that too. Right? But it says, it's fun for them to do harm to the earth. Right? It's fun for the wicked to do harm on the earth. They take pleasure in seeing people suffer for no reason. Right? For absolutely no reason. 2/3 niggas stealing from other oppressed and poor people just like them, which is stupid as hell to me. Right? But the Father said, let them be turned back for a reward. Alright, so like I said, this not gonna be long, man. I'm on my way to go handle some business, and the Spirit jumped on me and said, build a house, man. That's what we're supposed to be doing in the midst of all this trial and tribulation, man, because this the Father bringing it on us. I recently read the book of Haggai, and Haggai 1 basically explains it. The reason why we going through this hell is because we sinned, because we brought this upon ourselves. And the hell that we going through, that's the Father bringing it upon us, right? The Father says, hold up, Salah, 1 second. Alright, so this is the book of Haggai, chapter 1. And let me start at let me see. Verse 5 says, now therefore thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Right? We got the in the midst of all of this hell that we catching on a day-to-day basis, we wake up in it, man. That's script 2. Right? It says, in the midst of all of this, we have to consider our ways, man. Check what we doing. What are we doing wrong? Right? It says, verse 6, ye have sown much and bring in little, ye eat, but ye have not enough, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink, ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. We living in hell, right? Some of us work 2-3 jobs, man, and just got enough. Right? Just got enough, man. Ain't the way it go. This ain't our kingdom no way, man. Right? So, who wants to bring in cash and bring in wealth to this kingdom? Because if we bringing in $1, they getting 1,000. You know what I mean? So, verse 8 says, go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, said Yahweh. So if you want the Father to, fight on your behalf, get these enemies up off you, man, build his house, and the Father would take pleasure in it, right? It says, verse 9, ye looked for much, and lo, it came too little. And when ye brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, saith Yahweh of hosts? Because of mine house that is waste, and ye run every man into his own house. We got to go put in that work, man. And to be real with you, that's what brings a certain peace about yourself, because you know you're doing what's right. If you go out there, you put your life on the line, right, and you're doing it all in truth and sincerity. You're not doing it for fame. You're not doing it for notoriety. You're doing it because you know that's what your Father wants you to do. It brings you peace knowing that you're doing what your Father wants you to do. No matter what you're going through, as long as you know you're doing what the Father wants you to do, it brings peace about you. You know what I mean? You're doing it with the right mindset. Alright? So, let me bring this out one more time. So this is the book of Psalm chapter 7 and verse 4. It says, let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. And let such as love thy salvation say continually, let power be magnified. Right? Those are the individuals that are building the house. The individuals that are building the house are seeking the Father. Right? And we want to rejoice and be glad in the Father, man. We don't want the Father to be mad with us. Bump what this world talking about. We're going to be persecuted by this world because it's written to be so. We're opposite of it. So it's supposed to be. But we don't want to be persecuted by the hands of the Father for not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Right? Verse 5 says, but I am poor and needy. Make haste unto me, O power. Thou art my help and my deliverer, O Yahweh. Make no tarrying. Please, Father, come on. Please come. Burn this place down. Right? Man, I would be satisfied if this is the last message of truth that gets put on the internet and all hell break loose in the next minute, and they start rounding everybody up to do whatever it is they gonna do, however it is they gonna do it, and we know what we talking about, right? MOTB, right? Then World War III pop off and this place gets destroyed, because it means that the destruction of this place means the beginning of our kingdom, man. And enough is enough of this place, man. Right? But it's not my will, it's the Father's will. So suffer patiently, right? Keep the faith, keep the works, man. Keep on keeping on, man. And we're going to be out in a minute, man, because this place is done. So, Yahweh Ratazah, this video was edifying. Call Halom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabbat Shem Harakat Kodash Shalom Yahweh Shalom.